Safe, my name is Wangtime and welcome back to Ready Up Live. Now, the following video is an interview I did with the voice actor of 343 Guilty Spark, and his name is Tim Dadabo. Now, it was an absolutely amazing experience. Now, originally this was recorded for my channel, but me and Green Skull decided we could upload it here to show you guys as well. So guys, keep that in mind and enjoy the video. Thanks. Safe, my name is Wangtime and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am joined with the amazing Tim Dadabo. Say hello.
Greetings, Reclaimers. Would you like blue or red? Hello.
Yes, this is Guilty Spark, if you didn't know already. And it's absolutely, honestly, it's an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Actually, it's the voice of Guilty Spark.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't talk like that. Hey, everybody. How you doing? This is Tim Dadabo, the voice of Guilty Spark, coming all the way from Chicago, USA. So nice to meet all of you again and again and again. And so nice to meet you too, William.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. I'm starstruck, honestly. It's just,
like I said, me too.
To me. Yeah, thank you. So tell us a little about yourself then.
Okay, I started out as a singer in a rock band. I used to have long hair and I was young and cute once. And I did that for about 20 years and started doing jingles. For some of you who don't know what that is, jingles are the singing part of any commercial. And then I started, I fell backwards into doing voiceover work. I was always a bit of an actor. I did some acting through school and through high school.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was discovered by your friend of mine, Marty O'Donnell, for this part called Guilty Spark. And I was like, Halo? What's a Guilty Spark? and what does he look like? Look like? What do you mean he looks like? He's a robot. So the rest, as they say, is history. So that's my story.
So Marty got you into Bungie. How did that happen?
Well, Bungie, what you may or may not know about Bungie is they started in Chicago.
Yeah.
With a group of guys, and I came up with all of them actually on Oni.
All right.
I started on their first game, Oni. Well, actually, let's go back a little bit more. I started on a game with Marty called Septerra Core. Septerra Core.
I haven't heard of that one.
Oh, look it up sometime. It's very, very
I haven't
funny.
heard of that one.
It's 2 words, Septerra Core.
Okay.
And yeah, I started with them on that, and then we moved on to Oni. And I did a bunch of parts for him on that. And when he heard one of my voices, he said, you know, Dadabo would be good for this Guilty Spark part. And I almost didn't get the part, actually.
All right.
Because I didn't quite understand his persona.
His vibe.
His vibe, right. And I said, you know what, Marty, can I go back in there and try this again? Yeah. And I walked back in the booth and, you know, he told me a little bit more about him. And and then we came up with this maniacal C-3PO meets bad guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And
so the voice of Guilty Spark was born.
Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome. So wait, were you friends with Marty beforehand? Then?
Oh yeah. Marty was half of O'Donnell Salvatore.
All right.
They had a very, very successful music company here in Chicago.
Okay.
And I think Marty first went to E3. And came back and was blown away by what he saw there and said, Mike, we got to start writing music and doing sound effects for video games. And he found Bungie and started helping him out, and boom chakalaka.
Nice. So let's start with, are they all cool guys to work with?
Are you kidding? They're wonderful. they're both wonderful men.
As I can expect, honestly.
You know, so is Joe Stanton, Matt Sell, who, you know, nobody really hears much about, but, you know, he was one of the co-writers of Halo as well. He's somebody you can look up. He's working for a place down in Dallas, Austin. Yeah. You know, there were so many great people that started up Bungie. You know, and I'm sure I'm leaving some names out. I'm sorry. Remember all of you. You know, it's the 11th anniversary now of Halo 2, for cripe's sakes.
Oh, is that? Do you know anything about that? Is there anything going on?
They don't tell me anything. You know, the video game world is so secretive. They don't let you know nothing until you're in the box, in the padded room.
Oh yeah. Have you not done it? What it was? Did you do any? You did some work for Anniversary, didn't you?
Correct. Correct.
Is that the last bit of Halo work you did?
Yeah. Apparently, they said that was something they really wanted to do the first time around.
Yeah.
When they made Halo, the original Halo. Yeah. Apparently, there was some terminals there. When you touched them. Nothing happened. Well, they wanted to change that now that we're all high defy and stuff.
All right, okay.
And I'm sure you've played through Halo Anniversary by now, you know, Anniversary Edition.
Yeah.
And you probably found all the terminals.
Yep.
So, myself and my friend Pete Stacker, who plays Captain Keyes,
Oh, yeah.
had to do some reworks for those, and that was a blast. Hard work.
Sergeant Stacker.
Sergeant, that's right. That too.
Yeah.
Pete Stacker is Sergeant Stacker.
God, oh my God, you know so many awesome people.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Master Chief is a good buddy of mine too.
Steve Downs, yeah, you're friends with him?
Yeah.
Wow, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet Jeff Stites there?
No, I did not.
No, I did it. I think he was the last voice actor I did an interview with.
Cool.
He's a really great guy. You know that he was the multiplayer announcer.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You know what? I did see one of your things because I heard you interview him.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That was really cool. But this is like everyone knows you even more. So this is like level up. No offense, Jeff, but this is like wow.
Slayer.
Yeah, like double kill.
Oh yeah.
So, apart from Halo, you said you did jingles, but have you been in like TV shows or any other games? Or
I have, and I'm still doing some now. I don't know what you guys see in the UK as opposed to the States, but I've done voices for a few animated features. I've done some cartoon work. Living in and around Chicago, I don't get as much of that as I'd like. If I lived in Los Angeles, I'm certain I'd get a lot more of that. But that's okay because I do, tons of commercial work.
Yeah.
I've done voices for Scrubbing Bubbles, Raid Bugs, Keebler Elves, Applejack, or Kellogg, tons of Kellogg cereal stuff, McDonald's stuff.
That's awesome, man. You got a good portfolio then.
For Discovery Channel, for Scripps Productions, which means stuff on Great American Country and GAC, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So what would be the highlight, do you think, of your portfolio or career?
Boy, that's hard to say, man. I mean, you know what? Every day is a dream gig. It really is. The next gig is always the dream gig.
That's really good.
It's such a crazy blessing to be paid to talk for a living. It's really, there is
amazing.
One highlight. They're all, every next job is the next great gig, And I don't need to say that to be political. It's true. I mean, anybody that says that this isn't one of the most exciting careers you can find or stumble into or fall face first into, well, they're kooky.
That's amazing. Getting paid, oh my God, just to talk.
Or as I used to say,
I get paid to do what the nuns used to throw me out of class for, dear.
So you've been heard by millions and millions of people. Do you ever just sit there and think, wow, a good portion of the world has heard my voice? Does that make you feel awesome?
It blows you away, dude. It's very humbling. It's very, very humbling, especially when you go to a big Halo event. When Steve and Pete and Jen Taylor and I met with other guys from 343 and Marty for Halo Fest. Yeah. That was a mega holy crap. There was thousands of fans there.
Was that were you on a big on a big board or a big panel? Was that what it was?
Yes. That can be found if you go to PAX Fest, Halo Fest. When was that? Halo Fest 2011.
I think I watched it earlier.
Yeah, and you can see Pete Stacker and I do. I don't know if you guys get the Budweiser Real Men of Genius commercials on radio there.
No, I haven't heard any Budweiser radio.
Yeah, it's a very, very well known commercial campaign here in the States. Very well. So Pete and I did a Real Men of Halo.
Nice. I'll have to look up that reference.
Yeah, it's wonderful. If you type in Real Men of Halo on YouTube, it'll come up 6 ways from Sunday.
That will be in the description, guys, if you do want to see that, and the PAX panel.
Absolutely.
If you do want to watch that, yes.
Cool.
You have a YouTube channel of your own? Do you
upload
stuff to that? Yeah,
I do. It's it's just Tim Dadabo voiceover.
Yeah.
I tweet. Of course I tweet. Today you got to be very much a part of the virtual world, the community world.
Yeah.
So yes, I tweet. Yes, I have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you want me to link all that in this video and stuff? If you want some photos?
Sure. That doesn't bother me any.
So the YouTube will be in one of the corners, and the rest of the social links will be in the description, guys. So
thanks.
Go and check them out, definitely. So wait, does all that we've just been through, does that make you proud of yourself, or is there other things in your life that you're overly more proud of, or equally?
Well, certainly, of course, I'm proud of my, of the success that's been given to me, and I say that because it is a gift,
Yeah.
At least that's how I look at it. So yes, I'm very proud of the success that I've been given in this business. I'm also very, very proud of the fact that I've been married now for 23 years.
Nice, well done.
Happily to a wonderful lady who's just got her first novel published. I'm very proud of my family and my nieces and my nephews. So, yes, I've been proud of a lot.
Nice. I think other than your voice acting, I think what do you do other than voice acting? It's a bit personal, but what do you do? Well,
just before I got down here, dude, I was actually out mountain biking, so I'm a maniac on two wheels.
Nice.
So yeah, I love to mountain bike. I've been doing that for quite a while now. I just started in the very famous IO Theater here in Chicago, which is Improv Olympic. People, almost everybody that's anybody in the world of Hollywood now came through. That's one of the funny people, like Mike Myers, and that all went through IO.
Nice.
Tina Fey, Gilda Radner, tons and tons and tons. But I started doing that. I'm kind of proud of that. Right.
Nice. Who's how, I don't know how to kind of phrase this, but who's like the most famous person you've met?
Wow. Famous person I've met. Well, that's kind of hard to say because I was at a couple of Hollywood parties and one person was, more famous than the next.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've met a lot of pretty cool, pretty famous people.
Nice. Did they recognize you from Halo?
Oh gosh, no. If I spoke about it, they're like, "Oh, dude. Yeah, my kids play that game. Can you sign something for me?"
Maybe I should put something through the microphone for you to sign. That would be, oh god.
One of the things I love to do the most, William, is I'm also a member of USO, and here in the United States, that's where soldiers go to kind of hang out.
All right.
Between flights, their families, everybody. Yeah. One of the things I really like to do is I keep Guilty Spark cards around.
That's awesome.
And I sign them for them, and they freak because all of the soldiers play Halo.
Nice. That's really nice of you, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
The little things help, don't they?
No doubt, dude. No doubt. When you've been given too much, who's been given, you have to give back.
Yeah, exactly.
Much is expected.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do really at the moment with my channel, because the Halo community is kind of dwindling, and we're all kind of spread out. But I'm just trying to bring everybody together. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Thank you. Everybody in the Halo team appreciates that. I know they do. From the guys at 343i and Microsoft to every actor that's on it.
Thank you. It means a lot coming from someone like you. Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. So, what would you have to say to someone who would like to be someone in your field, like a voice actor? What would the best piece of advice you'd be able to give them?
Stay hungry and take acting lessons.
Acting lessons. A
lot of people think that this is a really easy field because you talk for a living.
Yeah.
And that's not all the truth of it.
Yeah.
It's really what it is it's acting. It's improving, it's riffing, it's the neighbor, it's the confidant.
Yeah.
So I would say if you take acting lessons, voice lessons, and improv lessons, things like that, all of that will go a long way to helping you out. Yeah,
because like in a lot of films, they use celebrities who are already actors, don't they, as voice actors, like for stuff like Pixar and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, that definitely makes sense. That's a really good piece of advice.
Sure.
Do you play Halo? That's
I do.
Question. Do you play Halo? Do you play actively?
Not quite actively, but I don't have a lot of time to play video games, but I do play video games. Yes, and I do play Halo.
Yeah.
There's if I play with other really good players, I absolutely get pantsed. But it's certainly a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course.
I've played all 4 versions.
Yeah.
I've got the man cave, as we say here in the States.
I'd love a man cave.
I've got the man cave, so I've got the speakers and the big TV and the.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Yeah. He's quiet. Honey, I'm going downstairs to kill things. Kill a few aliens for me, dear.
Which Halo's your favorite, do you think?
You know what? Boy, it's kind of, for me, it's a toss-up between 2 and 3. I don't know what it is. It just, I mean, the story just kept getting better and better, you know? It's a toss-up between 2 and 3 for me.
Yeah, I think 2's definitely, a big winner for me overall.
Right.
I think, what was the... Okay, no, here's something you might
So
know the
you
answer to.
bastards killed me!
Yes! We killed your big laser face. But you killed Johnson.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You killed Johnson, and Johnson already died once.
Yeah, well, you know, he had it coming.
No, he didn't. He was being a bit rude to you, though, to be fair. But, right.
He was going to launch prematurely.
He was. He was going to be all premature, and he would have destroyed your Halo, which would have been yours. Yeah, 'cause you
But
want to
that
keep that for
ring
yourself.
was mine.
It was his. So, did you know much about the plot when you were going through the lines you were doing?
Nothing.
No?
And again, William, I'm telling you, they don't tell us nothing till we're in that booth.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about video games. You
Yeah.
get an Excel spreadsheet, okay?
Okay.
And you see a line, and next to it, you're angry,
Yeah.
you're running, you're dying, you're laughing, you're sad, you know. And then once in a while, if you're not getting it, they'll say,
Yeah.
okay, here's what happened. And they try to direct you in some way so that you get the emotion.
Yeah.
I'm working on a video game that takes place entirely in Chicago from Ubisoft called Watch Dogs.
No way.
Yeah.
My good friend Brett from Watchdog Central, he's doing a lot of coverage on that. So can you say hello to Brett for me? So you
Hey,
really
Brett,
appreciate it.
peace out, baby.
There you go.
I
You
did
go,
a
Brett.
bunch of voices on that, and you know they really were giving us a lot of direction.
Nice.
And you know when I worked with Marty and Joe Stanton,
Yeah.
you know Joe, it's just like the video. If you've ever seen the voices behind behind Halo video, it's just
think
like that.
it's
Joe would
almost
give
a
you
load of outtakes.
the deep philosophical message behind everything, and Marty be like, okay, now you're happy, now you're sad, and fast. You know, this Marty gets us.
Oh my god. It must have been an absolute riot to record. Especially because you're all friends as well. So
Yeah.
it's not like you just go in like, oh, like you got some big CEO bosses telling you what to do.
Right. Well,
So-
and they were small then, man. I mean, it was
Yeah.
you know small budget stuff then. By Halo 2, it wasn't anymore though.
Yeah,
You know, they knew
moved
they
into
knew
other
they
stuff.
had to smash it by Halo 2.
So you didn't really know much about the plot then at all then?
No,
Nothing.
yeah, and we never do. And again, to get back to what I was saying is,
Yeah.
they don't want you to spill the beans. It's
Okay.
very easy for an interviewer to trip someone up and get them to spill the beans. So they said, okay, well, screw that. We're not going to give them any information until they're in the booth.
That makes sense.
You know, and you know, then we'll put some little descriptors of what each line means.
Yeah.
And you know, you can read that line and blah 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 blah. You know, and if
Yeah.
he's not getting it or she's not getting it, then we'll help him out.
Right.
One of the reasons why games are getting so incredible now is they're starting to use movie actors for those too.
Yeah. Do you ever think that you'll do more Halo stuff in the future?
I have no clue, dude.
I'd love to see you back.
My
some
agent
form.
will call me and she'll say, "Hey, you know, you're on hold for this," and I'm like, "Okay, whatever." You know, and a lot of times, you know, it's they tell my agents a code name because they don't want them to know what it is.
Oh, okay.
You
So
know,
you
when
don't know what game it is
Watch
until
Dogs,
you-
I was like, what's Blickblock, you know, or whatever. And they, you know, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't know what you guys were. Why didn't you tell me? They're like, didn't want you to spill the beans, dude. That's all.
Oh. So, what can you tell us what characters you've played for Watch Dogs, or are you not allowed to say that?
That I am not allowed to speak about.
That's fair enough.
I'm
Yeah.
under what's called an NDA, a non-disclose agreement.
You've got a bunch of snipers around the houses around you,
Like,
just waiting.
in your mouth, I will
Yeah.
be. I from here.
That's fair enough. Honestly, it's been an absolute pleasure you being here.
Thank you.
Actually, one last question.
Yes, sir.
Before we go, who other than Guilty Spark, other than the obvious Guilty Spark, who is your favourite Halo character?
Me? Corporal Perez, vato. Don't you remember I played him too?
Really?
Yeah, man, I was Corporal Perez in
my
Halo
God.
2.
Oh
You didn't know that, vato. No, you
What's he
didn't.
say? There's a line he says, and I absolutely love it. Oh my god, it's like if you run him over a tank, he'll say something really specific, and I can't remember what it is, but it just makes me laugh every time I do it. I do it on purpose. Just
That's too funny because I remember, when he, we got hit as soon as he landed, sir. All that kind of stuff. And it's so funny because I was reading Guilty Spark lines and flipping through pages, back in, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. And I said, Mira, how come you don't read me for Corporal Perez, man? This is me, dude. And Marty said, hang on a second. And the line went dead for about, two full minutes. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? He came back, he goes, Tim, read that again. So I started reading a few of the lines and he goes, okay, you're Corporal Perez. So
that's awesome.
Easiest audition ever.
Nice, brilliant. That's fantastic. So it would be Corporal Perez then, other than Guilty Spark.
Yeah.
Because it's the one you...
And that's the thing with a lot of video games.
Yeah.
They want you to be able to play more than one character because they get you for 4 characters for the time that they have you.
Yeah.
So they're hoping that you're very well-rounded, that
Exactly.
you can disguise your voice enough that you can play an old man somewhere in the script,
And then come back and play a child somewhere else.
Awesome.
So, I mean, they want you to be able to play all different kinds of characters and play many, many different roles.
You need diversity, don't you? So
Absolutely.
yeah, and you have that incredible talent.
Yes. Thank you, sir. It's wonderful that you do this too, William.
Thank you.
And before we do part ways, I always like to say to every one of you fans that are watching this broadcast, thank you so much for being fans. There would be no Halo without all of you.
Of course.
So from my heart to yours, thank you so much for being fans. I know that 343i, all the guys and girls that work there, every actor that's opened their mouth on a microphone for this video game feels exactly the same. So thank you, each and every one of you, too. Okay?
Halo is the heart, and the heart is the community.
Absolutely. And that's funny that you should say that because I feel the same way. It's a community. I don't think, and I'm not as big a gamer as so many of you are, but I don't think I've ever seen a community built around anything as much as I've seen it built around Halo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's more than just a game. More than just a game, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. It's a family.
Yes, sir.
So, Tim, it's been an absolute pleasure, honestly, for you being here.
And I wish I could have seen you. I haven't seen you this whole time.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Mike, but I got to record my iPhone, and I don't know. It's just weird. If I had a Mac, unfortunately, I'm such a poor child. I can't afford a Mac.
Oh, I understand, my friend. I understand.
Yeah, it must have been pretty awkward for you talking to. Because I'm watching you. It's like
no, because
really
I'm
strange.
actually staring right at my visage in a way.
All right.
Claimer visage.
Just like,
That's guilty.
Admiring yourself.
You can't fool me. That's guilty.
Yeah. So yes, thank you, Tim, again for the millionth
very
time.
welcome.
It's just amazing that you decided to come here. Honestly, I never. When I started you doing YouTube, I never would have thought I'd be talking to people like you. Like I'd be playing Halo, like, oh, he's got a nice voice, and then 6 years down the line, I'm like, here I am talking to you.
Oh, dude,
It's just fantastic.
it's a pleasure, man.
So yeah, thank you all for watching, guys. If you can, leave a fantastic like on this video for Tim, and his channel will be on the side of the video, and his links for his social stuff. You've got a website as well, haven't you?
I do. I mean, it's not nearly as exciting because it's commercials. It's a little bit of everything that I do.
Right. Okay.
And it's actually being updated right now. It's under construction, as they say.
Ah. Okay. Right.
So, but yeah.
Do you want that? You want?
No, that's fine. They're going to have more fun on the YouTube channel than anything else. Really, everything else is just kind of, But the YouTube channel, they can see, a lot of the work that I've done already. And obviously, there's gobs of Guilty Spark stuff there. As I get game stuff with characters that I've played, I try to put them up there too. Because I always be pimping myself.
Nice. Yeah, show it off. You're allowed to. Everyone's allowed to show off.
That's right.
So yes. Have you got anything you'd like to say before we go?
Nope. I just I said it. I mean, my sign off was the thank you to all the fans, and I think that's probably the best thing I can say.
Thank you. It was absolutely amazing.
All right.
Okay. So
and fandom, thank you so much, and take care.
So safe. My name is Wangtime. I love you all long time, and I'll see you next time. Ta-da.